This is a fascinating ancient sanctuary which is found in modern-day Sicily and used for probably something you may not expect. It's found on San Pantaleo Island, just off the western tip of Sicily, and around the 8th century BC, the Phoenicians settled here and they called it Motya. And what I'm talking about is a sanctuary that you can see in that bottom corner there, which was centered around a basin. This is a close-up of the area which allows me to talk about some of the specific features. So first of all, you'll notice that basin there, and this is served by natural springs. And in fact, this basin was something which led to a sort of incorrect conclusion when it was first excavated, because they thought that this was a kothon, and that was a type of military harbour that the Phoenicians sometimes used, and it would have been connected to the outside sea through the channel, and they thought that that bit down there, which you can see, they thought that channel was actually proof that all of this was a kothon, but it wasn't, but it still gets referred to as a kothon, which actually is a pretty cool word. The basin, or sacred pool, measures some 52 metres by 37 metres, and in terms of depth it varies from around just under a metre to 1.5 metres. And it's this which was thought to have been used to discern the movements and possibly track the movements of the stars at night, because you would have had the reflections of those stars on the surface of that pond. This is a fascinating idea, and what supports it is that there are other buildings around it which also have some sort of astronomical alignment. Take, for example, the Temple of Baal. That's orientated southeast to where the constellation of Orion would rise during the winter solstice. And there's a temple to Astarte there, who's sometimes associated with the Greek Aphrodite, the Roman Venus. And this is aligned to where Venus would rise during the summer. There have also been some other aspects to the buildings which seem to align or be in alignment with certain celestial phenomena. And in fact, there was a bronze pointer that was found in the Temple of Baal, which is thought to have been some sort of a navigational tool. The context of the sanctuary was obviously mainly within that of religious observance. However, the idea that there may have been something extra folded into it, particularly in relation to celestial observations, is a really fascinating one, and goes somewhat to rewarding you when you look more into the Phoenicians, who are, after all, a fascinating people. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you click follow, and if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below.